I had no idea Yatsuyu's return weighed so heavily on Lord Hien's mind. I couldn't say if Suyu's predicament is the will of the kami, but Gosetsu certainly seems convinced. It would seem Lord Hien has at last reached a decision. The uncertainty in his eyes has given way to resolve. Rise of a new sun. Lord Hien has at last reached a decision. With Yatsuyu safely in Gosetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realize other matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through. Does anything else really demand our attention right now?
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all, if her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango? How dreadful. Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should... Calm yourself, Gosetsu. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much. Not really. But we don't know that yet. I am sorry to have kept you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. A part of me hoped your stories of her condition were just that, but alas, it is as you say. Suyu, do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? No. I am a stranger to her. That much was clear to me from a single look. I leave her in your care. Yeah, because realistically, she would be at his throat. You know, at first glance. As you wish. Now, if you will excuse me, my superiors are long overdue a report. They will be elated to hear of our agreement. Of that I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yangsha. This will take time, of course. Of course. You may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. We will also begin taking steps to better counter the threat of the Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there is one other matter. I am informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young domans from a band of Kojin sellswords. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly. Please, there's no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight of the Red Kojin is of the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them further pain, be it at the hands of the Kojin or indeed the Empire. God, if only he was actually sincere. Wouldn't that just be wonderful? I pray the Emperor will see things as you do. There may yet be hope for us all. Until we meet again. Gosetsu, as before, I leave Yotsuyu to you. I invite the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asahi to a proper farewell. I want to say this is when Asahi reveals himself to be a douchebag. Because from what I recall, it's like back on the shore with their little ship or whatever. And before he boards it, he like whispers to you something that's like, oh wow, okay, this dude's no good. If Yotsuyu is to remain in Doma for good, we cannot keep her confined to this manor. The people must be made to see that she is no longer the monster they remember. Yeah, that's a rough one. You know, talking about the ethics and everything of somebody in that kind of situation. It still doesn't change that people will see her, you know, as the monster she was. I mean, you know, at least physically, you know, that image is likely burned into their brains. If my dear sister's memory does not return, I pray you will take good care of her. Lord Heian has made a wise decision. Our superiors will be pleased. I wonder if the sight of her stepbrother might bring Yotsuyu back to her senses, but mayhap nothing will. Nevertheless, we must continue to watch her until we can be certain that her condition is permanent. If only our previous encounters with the Empire had been this cordial. Here's to the future, I suppose. Without the threat of Imperial attack hanging over our heads, we may devote our energies to dealing with the Red Kojin. It's like I've got something in my eye, but it won't go away. And then there will be nothing left to impede Doma's restoration. The ambassador's airship awaits at Castrum Fulminus. Let us be off.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure? I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha.
And here you know something's coming up.
Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
Uh-oh.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy.
That had to have been Xenos. Just wipe out a whole group like that.
What in the...
And from that far away. Just with likely a sword swipe.
Reinforcements? No, just one! Cut him down!
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne.
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenos Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
Yeah.
That was Lord Xenos.
He seems like he's just somebody that's attracted to power. You know, that's just going to go wherever he sees the most power.
Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me. Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire.
Why? You mean nothing to me. I wouldn't bother.
My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance. I will cherish this moment, lock it away within my heart, until the day we meet again.
I think the true injustice of this story is that we don't get to kill him ourselves. And I don't know why he would do that. And even, like, do it quietly. Like, you know, before leaving or whatever. He may as well have just said it to everybody. Because it's not like the Warrior of Light isn't going to tell everybody. Okay, he's clearly up to no good. Why the frown? Did he say something to upset you? No, I mean, it was basically just talking shit. Like, didn't really upset me. It's just, I have nothing else that's disappointing. It's like, I thought we were onto something here, but I guess not. Are you quite well? You looked as if you were about to faint in the ambassador's arms for a moment there. Certainly wasn't going to faint. Well, I guess it's... Again, it's a weird that, okay, obviously was having like a flashback echo moment. Sometimes it's like they recognize it as that, and then sometimes they're just like, oh, like, what's up? Are you lightheaded? You know, have you exerted yourself too much? It's like, no, I had an echo flashback. You should know this by now. I thought perhaps now we could be at ease, but your expression suggests otherwise. What troubles you, Lavenza?
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
It was that face of his. That punchable face.
Of all the memories to witness.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Calm yourself, Ugidi. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
She's like, damn it, somebody doesn't like me? But I'm the warrior of light. One thing I actually wanted to check was... No, he says, my Lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance. I was just thinking during, you know, the previous cutscene talking to them about how, from an even more previous cutscene, he was the one that witnessed the two Imperials talking about the fact that Xenos was still alive. And I was wondering, wait a minute, did I just miss that he revealed that Xenos was still alive? But maybe not really, because he said he referred to Xenos in the past tense, but then kind of his radiance was maybe more in the present tense. But either way, like, I don't think it's enough to say that, like, oh, wait a minute, I think he just revealed that Xenos is still alive. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. It makes no sense. Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long, only to drop it right before the very end? Exactly. Perhaps he no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. But still, why, like, whisper it to me instead of just saying it out loud to everybody? I don't know. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, 'tis possible emotions simply got the better of him. Remaining calm around the woman who slew his lord will have taken its toll. And that's another thing. He's clearly not attracted to just pure power. Because in that case, you would think he would just transfer, like, his allegiance or whatever over to the Warrior of Light. But in that, it seemed like in that moment, in the flashback, he was just, like, awestruck by Xenos. And immediately, I think, started following him because of that. And then maybe just the time since then has solidified that following. I don't know. And then I was also just thinking about why he whispered his intentions to me and not said it out loud, is because in that case, you know, he gets some time where I have to actually explain what happened to everybody, which gives him a chance to get away before anything else could potentially, happen. Whatever the explanation, now is not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Kojin must be placed under surveillance, and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange. But you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us. When the hour of the exchange draws near, we will call for you. I should certainly hope so. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we would be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma or to help usher in a lasting peace. I thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the volatility of the situation, maybe it would be best if we remained in Kugane. Agreed. Between Yatsuyu's amnesia and Asahi's dubious agenda, I'd say we have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through this sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I'm not so proud as to attempt the feat alone. To Kugane, then. Tataru and the others must know of what transpired here. If what you saw of the ambassador is an indication of his true nature, this prisoner exchange may not be what it seems. In fact, I'm beginning to wonder if your encounter with the Red Kojin was more than mere happenstance. That's what I was saying. I don't know for sure, but I could totally believe it, just given who Asahi is. Soon we shall see if Asahi is true to his word. If not, I will be glad to cut out that silver tongue of his. From what I can remember of, 2.5, 3 years ago, I want to say that this stuff here, particularly that last cutscene with Asahi, was the end of a patch. So my guess is this is going to be like the actual end of 4.2, and that means we'll be getting into 4.3, which is great because obviously the .3s are always fantastic. I don't envy Lord Hien. So much rests on his decision. Since we have naught else to attend to for the moment, perhaps this would be a good opportunity to look in the present state of Garlemald, though I should probably speak with Tataru first. Welcome back, Lavenza. We heard the good news about Gosetsu. I knew you'd find him. My, it seems you're all in quite the predicament. Well, should we receive any urgent missives from Doma, rest assured you'll be the first to know of it. Yes, of course. We're pursuing a number of ventures to replenish our coffers, but I suppose that all can wait if any urgent news should come through the office. About that. I wish to apologize, Tataru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. That's very thoughtful of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. If Soroban's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, Lavenza should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. And again, I believe that business proposition is dealing with the what is it? They're called the Auspices or something, but I don't remember what that series is called. Yeah, but I think that's what that is. Forgive me, Lavenza, it would seem I have unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Though I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value, knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. Mayhap Rial and his associates have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chances of predicting the Imperial's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do of Asahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if there is even the faintest chance that our lasting peace could be forged between, or that a lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice have we but to try? Lord Heian had the right of it. Asahi may very well be a monster, but we must play his game, for now. Yeah, and I'm guessing this is the end of 4.2. Cutscene? Yep. Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased. Everything is going according to plan. Oh. I wonder what his plan is outside of Yotsuyu.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes, we were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift. I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
Meanwhile, in the Imperial capital.
How are you feeling, my lord?
Fine, now leave me.
And this is Elidibus, right? And obviously this cutscene was the big reveal that Xenos was still alive. So, for what that's worth, obviously, I knew that. Thank you all for watching this video. Tonight's stream was spectacular. We actually went a little bit longer than normal just to finish off 4.3 because the story is just so good. I remembered liking the Yatsuyu story, but I think I liked it even more now, just picking up on more details that I either forgot or just didn't pick up on the last time, but just so good, so good. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to join me live, then the link to my Twitch is down below. Thank you again for watching. Have a great one.